Welcome to Category 5 Technology TV, episode number 353 for Tuesday, the 24th of June, 2014.
Yes.
Nice to see you. I'm Robbie Ferguson.
I am Sasha Dermatis.
Tonight, we are going to do something that we rarely get to do. We're going to take you behind the scenes here at Category 5 Technology TV. We are going to unbox and set up a Chromakey / green screen studio set. We're going to build a virtual studio set in Telestream Wirecast, and this could go very, very well, or it could go horribly wrong. So you want to stick around. This is happening live right here on Category 5 TV.
And here's what's coming up in the newsroom. Google is going to take on GoDaddy and start selling domain names. Good luck, GoDaddy. Microsoft is building some new phones through its company Nokia, and you'll never believe what operating system they're putting on it. Here's a hint, it's not Windows. Nest is going to allow third-party devices to control it. And the UK's first robot security guard is moving through the halls at G4S. Stick around. These stories are coming up later in the show.
This is Category 5 Technology TV. Starring Sasha Dermatis, Hillary Rumble, Krista Wells, Eric Kidd, and your host, Robbie Ferguson.
Introducing Belltone First, a revolutionary new hearing aid. So small you can hardly see it. So comfortable you can hardly feel it. For the first time ever, you can control hearing aids directly from your iPhone. Pick up the phone, listen to music, and use your hearing aids like wireless headphones. Hear everything that matters. Try Belltone First. For a free trial, call 1-800-BELLTONE now.
This is Category 5 Technology TV. I'm your host, Robbie Ferguson.
I am your co-host, Sasha Dermatis.
I have to do the nonverbals because I know you've got more to say.
Oh, I see. Category5.tv is a member of the Tech Podcast Network. If it's tech, it's here. cat5.tv/TPN, and the International Association of Internet Broadcasters, cat5.tv/IAIB.
Whiskey Zero is in the chat room, says, found us on Roku. Our Roku channel is cat5.tv/Roku channel. If you haven't already got a Roku, you can pick one up at cat5.tv/Roku. It's spelled ROKU. This is an amazing little device that gives you television programming through the internet connection on your television in HD. Category 5 Technology TV is there. Mm-hmm. We're there live. Thanks for joining us, everybody watching on Roku. Dennis Kelly went and picked one up recently and says, I love this thing. Joining us in the chat room tonight, watching on the Roku. Probably got his new laptop there doing the chat room. And it's quite the experience being a part of Category 5 every Tuesday night.
How much is Roku? Do you know?
They are cheap.
Because...
Well, head on over to cat5.tv/Roku.
Okay.
When I say they're cheap, I mean they are...
affordable.
Very affordable, considering what you get.
Right.
So what you do...
I don't know enough.
Okay, well, you go here, and what I've done to make things easier, this is cat5.tv/Roku. So I've given because it's really tough when you get these kinds of products, and they have 1, 2, 3, or 4 different versions of a product.
Right.
So which Roku is right for me? So I realized that that's kind of tough, so I created this site so that it shows you a little write-up, a brief description in lay speak that says, here's why you might like the Roku 2.
Okay.
Here's what makes it different from the Roku 1 or the Roku 3, for example. So if that's the one for you, you click on Buy, and lo and behold, it takes you to our shop. This is cool, because then what it does is it gives you the link for Amazon.ca, Amazon.com, Amazon.co.uk, or Amazon.fr.
What's that? France?
Yeah.
Nice.
So if you're in any of those, basically whichever one's closest to you, whichever one you usually frequent, click on Amazon.com and we can see it is on sale right now for $59.99 US.
Oh, okay.
And free shipping? Nice.
Sweet.
So you really can't beat it. Like I say, the price is
And what do you get? You get live streaming of this show.
Of this show, other shows. You get access to thousands of other channels. When you go to cat5.tv/Roku channel, that will take you to the channel store. Browse around, see all the stuff that's there. Twit's there. There are other members of the Tech Podcast Network that are available there. And there are some big names as well. I mean, Twit obviously is a big name, but, I think about Revision 3. There is a Netflix channel, so you have to subscribe to Netflix, but most of us already have an account anyways. It costs like $8 a month or something like that.
It's on my list of things to do.
Okay, well, with that, on your Roku, you can tune into your Netflix shows, movies, everything.
Okay.
And then you exit out of Netflix and you can go into Category 5 TV on a Tuesday night, watch it live. You can watch past episodes all the way back to episode number 1.
Nice.
Pretty cool stuff. Cat5.tv/Roku.
I like Roku.
So it's nice to see people joining the chat room and expressing that, hey, I found the show through Roku. I'm watching it on Roku. Love the quality up on the big screen because it's a device that's connected through HDMI in a lot of cases to your flat screen TV. Right? So there we are.
What a great
up
gift
on the
idea.
Wall.
Excellent gift idea.
Giant sized.
Yippee.
Okay. Just a reminder, here you go. If you or someone you love is experiencing hearing troubles, we want to help. Category 5, Technology TV, and Belltone Canada are giving away a pair of Belltone First hearing aids. They're quite possibly the most sophisticated hearing aids on the planet, and we'll even provide the fitting and programming of your new hearing aids if you win. A prize worth $7,000. But can you really put a price value on hearing well? Visit cat5.tv/hearing and find out more about how you can qualify.
It's a beautiful gift idea.
I love having the opportunity to help one very fortunate, lucky viewer with something like Belltone First hearing aids. Of course, check them out anyways, belltone.com. But cat5.tv/hearing to qualify for the contest. Before we get into our mega feature, which is crazy tonight, I don't know what I was thinking when I planned this out.
You know what he was thinking? You know what you were thinking? You were thinking, I'll wait until the last minute before I tell Sasha not to wear green.
Yeah, we'll talk about that in a sec. Check out our mobile website, m.cat5.tv. Get on there. So what's this? It's not like I waited until 5 o'clock, 2 hours before the show, and messaged you and said, oh, by the way...
Oh, okay. So
as I'm getting my blue shirt on,
I do check my emails. I do check my emails fairly infrequently, I will admit.
A little bit.
But I do make sure I check them the day before the show I'm scheduled to be on, just in case there's anything that I need to know, any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns that Robbie might have about my attendance. So yesterday morning, I hopped right on to my super awesome new laptop with Linux
laptop.
And yes, with Zorin. Is that what it's
Zorin
called?
OS.
Zorin OS, and it's awesome and pretty. And I checked my email, and there was nothing. So today I got dressed. I have to work, right? So I was working until 15 minutes before I was to arrive here, and I get a message from Robbie just before I'm about to leave work saying, "Please don't wear green." And this morning, in the blurry-eyed AM post or pre-coffee, I picked out a pretty green shirt to wear today.
I'm sure it was lovely.
Yeah, so that's why I'm wearing a $5 gray T-shirt from the store down the street.
Sorry about that, Sasha.
Oopsie.
So, by the way, tonight's show is about green screening. I could have made, just a floating head of Sasha, but I decided to warn her that it's probably best not to wear green tonight.
Good thing I didn't wear green eyeshadow. No eyeballs.
Outer space seen through the eyes. Yeah, it's a good thing I didn't wear green eyeshadow. It's a good thing. Speaking of infrequently checking your email, I got an email from Sasha yesterday saying, "What? Studio D is a go?"
Yes, that's true. I am behind the times on that too, but I'm super excited.
She's admittedly excited.
Admittedly excited.
But a little behind the times. Studio D is in fact a go. We get the keys on July 1st. That is 1 week from today. We're going to be actually in Studio D starting to clean. We've got a cleaning party set up.
But next week's episode is going to be in this studio.
It will be, yes. I'm not that crazy.
Good.
No, we got a lot of work to do. We've got some cleaning to do. We've got some drywalling to do, a lot of painting to do, and a ton of moving of equipment. We've got internet that we've got to get connected. We've got an insurance policy we've got to secure. Internet is proving to be the most challenging of everything with Studio D right now because, as it turns out, being that we are building Studio D in an industrial complex, there is no real good high-speed option. Fantastic! Surprise!
Oh, that'll be fun.
So they're like, well, would DSL work? No. So we're in talks with a couple companies right now who provide wireless service, and we're going to see what comes of that. Maybe stick a tower up and be able to get affordable broadband through LTE or wireless. I tried.
Hey,
yeah.
Is that close enough to my job, my daily job, that I could tap into that?
Nice. I remember this from episode number 309. You and I unboxed this. This was the MiFi 2 that was sent to us. It's pretty cool. It's an LTE device, and it's backward compatible to some of the slower services. And I thought I would try it, so I activated it, and I took it to the site of Studio D, and we only get 1 or 2 bars. So it's not good. Now, if I take this device somewhere where I get 4 bars, and there's a maximum of 5 bars, then things start to look pretty good. Then I get like almost 10 meg up, which is the same as what I get on cable internet. So that would be exceptional.
Right.
So LTE is a good answer. It's fast enough to broadcast through. But this device, because it's down on the ground, it's blocked by buildings and trees, it's only getting 2 bars. So what they're thinking is put in a different device, one with an external antenna that we can put up on the roof. I say tower, really it's just a stick.
That's not what I was picturing.
No. It's just a stick. It's a metal stick that sits there, and you just kind of plug it in.
I was picturing like one of those metal, like ladder-like towers with a blinking red light at the top.
Absolutely. Basically, CN Tower is nothing compared to the thing we're putting up.
That's right.
For $29. So could work. That's our biggest challenge, but we do, we do have financial needs right now that are greater than normal. We're looking out here, and you can see, Sasha, that I've had to, we've picked up a lot of stuff so far for the studio, and just bare essentials. Like I was like, whoa, I need paper towel. Like it's such a silly thing, but you actually need to keep stocked on those kinds of things: brooms and mops and mop pans, pails, and all this kind of silly stuff.
We're going to be hosting a cleaning show from this
point. Yeah, it's going to be a cleaning party next Tuesday night, or next Tuesday morning. But very, very excited. If you would like to contribute, if you have the means to do so, the biggest way that you could help is to actually commit to a monthly contribution, and you can do that through cat5.tv/C. And if you consider, $10 a month or $5 a month is not a lot when you get 4, maybe 5 shows per month, depending on the month. And then think about what would happen if, say, 100 people were to take that on. It would be a substantial difference for us when it comes to paying for the insurance, paying for that high-speed internet, and everything else that is going to be involved, and just making this thing happen. So, so it's an exciting time. If you can't do monthly, then of course a one-time contribution is very much appreciated. I want to thank everybody who contributed this month, this week especially, but this month as well. In the month of June, we've seen some contributions come in specifically for Studio D, and we appreciate you, and we appreciate that very, very much. So speaking of Studio D, one of the things that we wanted to do was be able to offer Chromakey green screen studios. Right. Originally, I had the thought that maybe we would be able to do a full green screen studio. That would be really super cool, but very, very expensive. Comparatively. Because to set up a full Chromakey studio, you need cameras that are much higher quality. You need a lot of lights, or the fancy stuff that we were looking at the time when we did our fundraiser back in January. But to have just a space, because here we don't have a lot of room. I don't know if you can see.
Although it looks spacious.
It's not very spacious. It's really, really tight. And here at Category 5 in Studio C, where we are now, which was meant to be a temporary studio when my wife and I bought the house, this is the basement of the house, we don't have a lot of space to move around. There's certainly not enough room to have a secondary studio space. Studio D, on the other hand, is about 4 or 5 times the size of our current space. So that means we can have this studio set up for the main show, and then we can move the camera around or use a second camera and swing around to a second studio set, which would be green screen.
Right.
So that's where the stuff that we are going to show you tonight is going to come in. For those of you who are interested in broadcasting and learning how to do this kind of stuff, even if you're thinking about doing your own home videos, that you want to be able to do some cool stuff like make the kids fly through outer space and do some really neat special effects that you can do with a Chromakey Studio, that's cool. This is definitely for you. If you do photography, you can use Chromakey green screen studio sets to be able to do some really fantastic things with photography, such as setting somebody up in a basement studio, taking their picture in a bathing suit and putting them on a beautiful beach in Florida. You can do those kinds of things and really, perfect.
I feel like the model really loses out on that. We are not going to a beach
days
today.
Where you would actually fly me to Florida so I could stand on a beach.
I would like to be on a beach if my picture's getting taken.
But sometimes that's not possible, and maybe it's just you want to be able to take some cool pictures.
Yes.
Yeah.
Or have like a really cool Christmas special or a really
that
cool
would be
Halloween
amazing. Thinking
special.
of Bailey J. Thompson, who's one of the fill-in co-hosts here at Category 5. She does. She's a published author of children's books. And so she uses Chromakey to be able to take pictures of the animals and then take out the background and put them in these wild, amazing, fantastical universes. Right. So there's so many different things that you can do. Kids love Chromakey, but for us, it's great for webcasting. It's great for minimizing the amount of studio costs, because to build a huge, fantastic set would cost millions of dollars. Well, to build a Chromakey set, if you've got the hardware to broadcast already, then you're looking at about $500. Maybe
wow.
$600.
And it would look like $1 million.
You would hope so. We're going to see that tonight. So,
just don't wear green.
Should we do this?
Yes.
All right. Let's have a sip so I'm not coughing. Ubuntu.
All right. What is mine?
We're going to do something really, really interesting tonight, because I don't think we've ever done this, where we're going to dance around our chairs.
We're going to stand up.
We get to stand, because to celebrate the fact that Studio D is coming, and Studio D, we're going to have the space to be able to stand in a lot of cases, especially with the Chromakey Studio, because the Chromakey area of the studio, we're going to be able to stand up, do the news with standing crazy awesome stuff behind us.
Holy. This is just the beginning.
So go to cat5.tv/green. Cat5.tv/green is going to show you some of the stuff that we're going to show you here today. Oh, now I got to reach over here and grab this.
Okay, here.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Box number 1 has arrived.
All right. This is the first time I've seen any of this.
This is the first time I've seen any of this. I just took an X-Acto knife and opened it up.
Holy Hannah.
Where do we start? Okay, let's start with these. Because this looks like stands.
Okay.
So this is the video kit from cat5.tv/green. And with this kit, you get everything that you need to get started with a green screen studio set. Okay, these are light stands.
Excellent.
There you go.
Ooh.
Okay. Good quality.
Actually, yeah, these are really sturdy.
Okay, so I'm going to let's open it up. This is maybe a 3-handed job.
Do you need one of my hands?
Maybe. There we go. Look at me.
I see what's happening.
Ah, there. Okay. Light stand number 1. Okay, so with Chromakey, one of the key things... Can I say the key things?
Key thing of Chromakey.
So if you want to stick that in that corner, make the base a little bit wider than that. If you want to, I can show you how wide we've got the base, because it's got to hold the weight, right? One of the key things about Chromakey is that you have to have really good lighting on the back, the drape, the green, and you've also got to have really good lighting on the front, the foreground, the subjects. That would be us. Okay. We might have a problem with your glasses because of the fact that you might reflect some things.
Don't let me forget those. I will drive home in a haze.
We'll wear them and we'll see what happens.
Okay.
We'll see if suddenly your eyeballs disappear. Okay. So we also have... Now, this is great. The kit has also included the drape stand.
Okay.
Okay, so if we start bringing these out, so we've got the light stands we've already seen. Now these are for the actual drape holder.
Oh, okay.
There we go. He's got a much bigger base. This is crazy. Can you believe we're doing this live on the air?
I'm worried about my klutziness. I really hope that I am not the beginning of the demise of this set.
So I think, as I was saying, the fact that, you know, if you're into this kind of stuff, this is interesting. But it also gives you a little bit of a behind-the-scenes look at how we're going to be doing things at Category 5 TV. Some of the cool things that we're going to be able to do at Studio D. But I wanted to show you how it actually all comes together. Because for you to sit down and just see a Chromakey studio, have you got that on?
Mine is stuck.
Yours is stuck? Oh, okay, we got to loosen this up.
Oh, okay.
There we go. So,
Thank you, Robbie.
So you pull that one.
Okay.
I'll pull this one. It's like a wishbone.
Yes.
There we go.
Excellent. Uh-oh.
Maybe that way.
There we
No,
go.
There. That's good enough.
That's
anyways,
good?
for what we're doing.
Okay.
Tighten it up. Had to tighten up that one. Okay.
Perfect.
There we go. So this one will need to go more in the corner, and that one will need to be in front of it because that one's going to have the lights on it. Okay. Our tent poles. Let's see how this goes. Lots of parts, everything that you need to get going. And we are looking at this video Chromakey kit from cat5.tv/green. And you'll see that it's actually on sale at the time that we're broadcasting this. You're going to save several $100s. You'll be able to set up your own Chromakey studio. Does this just go in here? This is the pole for the drape itself. You can keep unwrapping more poles.
Oh, sorry.
Here.
There's more poles. Sorry.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I wonder if there's different fittings. We will see. Oh, yeah. Okay, I was going the wrong way. There we go.
This way?
No, there are big openings here at this end.
Right.
That's to go on the stand. The smaller holes are for
yes.
the little, what do you call those? What's the fancy term? The spring-loaded locking system.
Perfect.
Okay. So I have a feeling now these two poles are going to go together. This is long. So I've got a 4-foot beam here, easy. You've got another one. This is...
Go that way. Yeah.
Okay, so this is twice the width of Studio C. Okay? That's the size that we're looking at.
Oh, wow.
As long as we don't hit any of the monitors or cameras around, I think we'll do okay.
Okay.
Okay, so look at this.
Is that the actual screen?
I wouldn't open that yet.
Oopsie.
Yeah, this is the screen itself, the Chromakey muslin, which is cotton screen. Okay.
Okay.
If you want to just hold those, and we're going to
do.
put this on. Let's unwrap this. I don't know if you can hear me over all the crackling.
Sorry, what was that? That is very emerald city green.
There we go.
There we go. That was sort of the color of my shirt today.
Nice.
Yeah.
You would have disappeared completely. All right, so I'll get you to start feeding one in
this
here.
way?
Yep.
Yes. Uh-oh.
Just don't hit the painting. There we go. So part of doing this live also is that you're seeing how it is quite simple to set this stuff up. As far as, the technical...
Right.
The technical abilities that you need in order to set something like a Chromakey studio up.
It appears you need a partner in crime for it, though.
You kind of do.
Yeah.
I think this has worked out well. Glad you're here. Watch out, computer screen. I can't believe how big this is.
Wowzers.
Okay. So put yours as far back as you can with that stand. Can you take the wing nut off of there? I know you can't see, but there's a wing nut on the top of this stand. And everything here has been included with this kit. So there's no, figuring out what you need.
Oopsie.
Got it?
Yeah.
Tube Tape has made it so super simple by making everything included.
Right.
Okay. There you go.
Okay.
You on?
I'm on.
So if you want to elevate that up,
okay.
We're going to cover the back here.
So that's this.
It's kind of like a no. It's up here.
It's up here. Oopsie.
Right up there. And
Oh, I see.
Nope.
Nope. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at
Yes. We've
All
got
right.
this.
So tighten that up. I had no idea, folks, that this was as long as it is. This is much larger than I was expecting, that is a good thing, because if you look at the price there on the website, it's excellent. But I'm gonna have to cut it short here. Can we look at this? Oh, Sasha.
Yes.
We're learning something here with the viewers.
Okay. Oh, you
This
can
is
make
cool.
it shorter.
We can make it shorter.
Okay, it's
so that
custom.
it fits our space.
Customizable.
Okay. I'm gonna need that one back, but I'm gonna give you this one because I'm cutting out a middle segment.
Right.
There we go.
Oh, good.
So how long have we been so far?
Not long at all.
Chat room? Jot's probably saying,
Jot?
about
How
5
long's it
minutes,
been?
10 minutes. So with a green screen, one of the things that, as I was saying, you can't really build a studio that is as big as you can create with a green screen for anywhere near as cheap. Sasha, do you remember when we did the Star Trek thing? And we actually had... We were on the bridge of the Starship Enterprise.
Yes.
But from within this little tiny room.
And we were sitting like meters apart.
Less than.
Actually.
Yeah.
But actually we were...
So we need to pull taut the ends of the drape so that there's no... we're going to try to get out as much wrinkling as we can. And the length here, I think this is 10 by 12. So see if you can
So it would just need a little bit of...
Oh, we'll need to steam it or iron it maybe. Mm-hmm. But it's a good, thick, heavy cotton. And you can see that the color is quite good. Now...
Are you trying... What...
My end's not as high as your end.
No, do you want me to bring my end down?
No, I'll bring my end up. It's great. It's so adjustable. So if you want to start cracking into these bags, I think we've got some lighting systems there.
All right. This is like Christmas.
Yeah.
Yes. It's like the Christmas where I get to open somebody else's presents.
This is for everybody.
That's true.
Okay, so there we go, right up to the ceiling.
Okay, is this a light?
That would be a soft box. Now remember, we're in a very, very small studio space here, so we're actually kind of touching the screen. That's how tight Studio C is.
Right.
Typically, you want to be out, 4 or 5 feet. Otherwise, what's going to happen is we're going to cast shadows on the drape. You see that? So my shadow is not going to be as easy to key out.
Right.
So we want to do our best. I think what we're going to do... Now, this is one of the soft boxes. Typically, you just open this up, and it has a spot to put the lamp inside.
And there's a thingamabobber.
That is a diffusion screen.
A diffusion screen.
Or AKA thingamabobber. Okay, so I'm going to push this back, just like an umbrella.
Okay.
Here we go.
Do we have lights? Are they in this box? Oh, yes, we do.
Yeah, but I'm going to get this on the stand first.
Okay.
But yeah, you're welcome to open that up. And these are cool fluorescent lights. So they don't generate a lot of heat like tungstens, for example.
Cool, not as in like rad.
These
cool
are rad.
They're rad.
But they're cool as in temperature. Sorry to have my back to you.
That's okay. Oh, wow. Speaking of rad.
Is it neat?
This looks like a lightsaber or something. And it's a light. So that's kind of cool.
Careful with that.
Oh, you mean like don't wave it around?
Okay, despite what Sasha is teaching you right now, don't actually hit people with it. They're fluorescent bulbs, so they do have mercury, I'm sure.
Right.
So they need to be disposed of correctly when they burn out, but they should last a good long time. Now, these are single bulbs. Let's take a look at this. This one that they've sent is 5,500 Kelvin. So what is different about this versus a standard bulb? Obviously the size.
Right.
But also it is balanced to sunlight. So 5,500 Kelvin means the color frequency of the light itself is going to be that of basically sunlight.
So sunlight is 5,500 Kelvin?
Yeah, about that I believe. So there we go. So this, don't see a wattage on here.
I thought I saw a wattage.
Just
105 watts.
Oh, there you go. 105 watts in a single bulb. On one of these, that is
It doesn't appear to be a single bulb. It appears to be a crazy rock star bulb.
Crazy, awesome bulb. Okay. Here we go. you setting up the other stand too? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I ought to, right?
Here we go. You wouldn't want to drop one of these.
No.
Oh boy.
Because it's true. Dennis Kelly, was it Dennis Kelly? No, Spice said that eco-alkalines don't have mercury, but these do.
Yes.
So,
okay,
fais
I'm going to try to put
attention.
this back as far as possible.
Should I be unwrapping this guy?
What have you got? Yeah. Well, you've got the stand, but did you put the stand behind?
Yeah.
Can you get it out?
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay, phew. I thought it was buried.
No.
Okay. All right.
Nothing. There's nothing that can't be
Nothing like
undone
that.
here.
Okay. Here we go. I got one twist tie here to get it to power. Let's see how crazy bright this is. Can't tell if I'm on camera. Okay.
You're not in any way on. Oh no, just the back of your head.
Oh, good.
Yeah. I feel like
Okay.
now I should probably just be facing the camera and smiling.
Yes, please.
So somebody is on camera.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
And because I
Okay.
can't figure this out,
What is it?
I'm trying to screw this guy
Okay, well, you
on.
got to open. Yeah, well, open it up.
Okay.
Or I guess, yeah. Well, I just kind of pushed it on here. I lifted this up a little bit.
Okay.
There you go, on the stand.
Right.
And tighten it up. There you go.
Okay, and then just
Should work.
plug her in
ready
and
for this?
screw it on.
We have power back here. Moment of truth, folks. Being very, very careful. Oh, there we go.
Woo! That's 5,500 Kelvin right there.
Yeah, there it is. There it is, folks. Okay. Now, Sasha already pulled out one of these bad boys. This is a diffusion screen that goes on the light. And it basically just softens the light so that it doesn't look like just a bulb glaring at you, right?
Right.
So it does more of a fill light. There we go.
How
So it's just
is
like
it?
that.
Oh, it's those little guys. I see what happens. My arms aren't long enough to actually make
And it's a
this happen.
tight space. I can't believe
Oh.
how big this is, guys. So keep in mind, now remember, I've pulled off one of the bars from the stand, so we could actually go quite a bit wider with this. But we're holding back just because of the limited space that we have here in the studio.
Oh,
Okay,
this
so mine is
one
done.
bulb is the equivalent of 6 525 watt incandescent bulbs.
Wow. Okay. So what I'll get you to do, Sasha, if you'd like, is slide that shelf that's behind you because we are going to need the space. I can't believe that.
Oopsie.
Wow, slide it
Don't
down
lift, just
out of
slide.
the studio. Yep. Okay, that gives us more space here.
Perfect.
Move that back a little. Turn this here. Can you get through there?
Yeah. I'm just going to
Okay.
bring this up
Now.
a bit.
Your bulb. I'm going to get this out of the way for us. Then we can keep going. And your diffusion screen.
Perfect.
There we go. And that is it. I've got a coupon here that they've sent me for more stuff. Cool.
My bulb.
Okay. So one of the now that needs to be tightened up, and one of the things that we need to be careful of. I'm going to just throw this. Do you think I'm going to hit something?
Without a doubt in here.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
If we were in Studio D, however.
Did it. Okay. So one of the things with a tripoded base
Yes.
to be sure of is that with that base that you've got, one of the tripod feet has to be there to support the light. So if you're pointing this way with the light, you've got to be able to, I don't know if I can really show you. Maybe if I change cameras here. With a tripod like this, if the weight is at the front, it's got to be on one of the feet, the 3 feet. If you've got it this way and it's pointing this way, it's going to fall over. So you need to make sure that it's a triangle. So that's going to really, really help just to stabilize it. Oh, okay. Thanks.
You're welcome.
Okay.
Is there a plug? Oh, yes, there is. Okay.
Yeah, I've got... Oh, the cord that comes off of it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to turn it on while you're screwing it in.
Thanks.
That'd be mean.
Oh, you're just plugging it in right there? Yeah, that's good. If you want to just plug it right into the wall for now.
Yeah.
It's off?
Where is the wall?
I
I mean, not
don't
where is the wall. Where is the plug in the wall?
Oh, well, if you don't have... I've got one right here.
Okay.
I was prepared. I put a power bar. Okay, ready?
Yes.
Okay. And you can unwrap that final diffusion screen there for that
Excellent.
light.
Final.
There we go.
That sounds like we're almost at the end.
Almost. Who's on cleanup?
Well, Robbie.
Okay, there you go. So. Oh, ow! I see spots. You're basically a jerk to me right now.
Had to be done. Don't wear green, Sasha.
Oh, right, yeah. Okay. Okay, so now if you... Awesome. Okay, here, you have a seat.
Okay. Why, thank you. Kind sir.
I was just actually, like, get out of my way. Okay, now I'm going to put this over here.
Okay.
Okay. This is so tight. Folks, Studio D is going to be an astounding upgrade for us, space-wise. I can't even get the light. It's like on your head. Anything that we do, it's going to show the light. I'm going to see if I can grab that box. Get it out of the way. Can you reach it?
Probably.
Okay.
Oh, the box that I just tossed aside?
She put a box so that I can't put it up against the wall. Poor planning, Sasha.
I didn't realize.
Okay. Now remember what I taught about the 3 legs. Got to have one of the legs.
Yes.
One of the legs has to be under
the
the light to support it. Okay.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. Right there.
Yeah. And then
Turn it just
you
a
have
bit.
to turn it this way, right?
Yeah. But I don't want it over your head. Okay. Are we clear?
Yes.
So if you pull in. Did we seriously just build a green screen studio in like 20 minutes?
Now, will the wrinkles show?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
And that is because of the space that we're in. Now, I could try to tighten this up. We're not going to get a good key off of this. I guarantee it. And by that, I mean we're not going to get a perfect key.
Not an ideal key. However, we will get.
When I say key, what that means is to be able to cut the background out of the shot. Okay? So there are a couple things that we have that are not working for us here. And I'll explain what that is. So, first of all, because of our tight space, these lights are much too close to the drape. So you'll see here and here, I've actually got a fairly good keying green here, but then it falls into shadow here because there's no light on this section.
Can we move that light there?
Another one of our studio lights here.
Right.
Okay.
Sort of subtract the
Does that help
shadow.
with the key?
Possibly.
And gets in the shot too. Oh, although when I switch, it's going to be okay. So there's our actual... See, we're so close that we're going to get some really, really bad keying there. So that's...
Okay.
Okay, let's fix that.
So bad idea, Sasha.
No, not a bad idea. But see, what we would want to do, what we will do in Studio D because we'll have the space, but I want to explain this to you, why we're not going to get a good key here, and how I know we're not going to get a good key. And nobody's out there, but I'll show you what we can do here. This is kind of cool. There we go. So I've got brightness and brightness, and it diffuses into shadow. And because we are so close to the screen, if I do something like this, I might actually see my shadows. Plus, it's very, very wrinkly out of the box. To be expected, right? So we're going to iron it. We're going to get that all done.
5 minutes ago, that was in a box. Maybe 10.
Maybe. But we did it. So what would we still need to do? We need to iron it. We've got a lot of backlight now. There we go. So there are a few different things that we're going to have to do here. We're going to do it after the news. So tonight, we're actually going to set up a Chromakey studio. I don't think we're going to get a good key, but we're going to show you how to actually set it up on Wirecast.
Awesome.
I know.
You know what would be really cool?
What?
If somehow you could have the news stuff going on behind my head with the Chromakey
Well,
as I was reading it.
Don't make it too much work for me all in 1 hour.
You know, it would be a great idea if everything changed
if you
right
could just
now.
change everything about this show.
Are we now ready for the news, Robbie?
Are we?
I think
it's all
we
about
are.
you, Sasha.
Here are the top stories from the Category 5.tv newsroom. Google has unveiled plans for its own domain name registration service. The firm is testing a service that will allow customers to search, find, purchase, and transfer domain names for their businesses. An increasing number of businesses are looking to set up an online presence, boosting demand for domain names. Google's move comes just as GoDaddy filed papers to raise $100 million via share sale. GoDaddy is one of the world's biggest domain name registration firms to date. This puts them in direct competition with GoDaddy, says Keith Tamimi, chair of VML Quays, a digital marketing service agency. And if you're watching, I'm sorry that I said your company name wrong. According to its filing with the U.S. authorities, GoDaddy had 57 million domains under management at the end of last year and generated revenues of $1.1 billion. I have a domain name.
Do you?
I do, thank you, Robbie.
What could it be?
It is sashadermatis.com. Is
Wow.
it? Yes, yes. www.sashadermatis.com with an old bio on it that needs to be updated. Like
She dropped the hint. So Google's doing registrar work now.
Yeah.
I think when I think about that, I'm like, it's about time.
Yeah.
Seems like something that they should be doing.
Yeah, it's almost going to go from GoDaddy to Go Away Daddy because really seriously, whoever competes with Google and lives
And
ever.
the folks at Google dress appropriately for business. So that's a plus.
Oh. What?
Some people got that. Never
I
mind.
didn't get that.
Never mind.
Are you talking about my green shirt?
No, I'm talking about GoDaddy's advertising. Scantily clad advertising.
Oh, yes, I remember this. Yes,
Okay.
yes, okay. News story number 2.
Oh, okay. Watch your microphone there too. Just double check that it's on your ear. And there you go.
Here's an interesting twist in tech. Microsoft has unveiled its first phone after completing its takeover of Nokia's handset division, and the device is powered by Android. The operating system, developed by Google, is usually seen as a rival to Microsoft's own Windows Phone operating system. Microsoft said that Nokia X2 offered it a way to hook users onto its cloud-based services, several which come pre-installed as apps. Microsoft's video chat app Skype, is its Outlook email service, and its OneDrive internet storage apps all come preloaded. The firm is also promoting some of its other apps, including Bing Search, the Yammer business-focused social network, and OneNote idea jotting service, as optional free downloads for the device. Jesse Nevellina, who's the vice president of product marketing for mobile phones at Microsoft, said, "The whole idea of bringing more people into Microsoft Cloud through these services is the very core of the strategy."
Interesting. I don't want to take too much time because we're running short on time, but I was surprised to see the news that they're bringing out an Android phone, and then I realized through the news that it's actually a really smart marketing idea to bring more Android users into their Microsoft Cloud, which I can't stand personally. I think it's just a nightmare having to set up for all these accounts and stuff.
Right.
So.
I don't know much about it myself. Google's Nest division is to allow its smart thermostats and smoke alarms to communicate with third-party products. This is scary. Initial tie-ups include letting Mercedes cars and jawbone-up wristbands turn the heating on, allowing Lifix Wi-Fi connected light bulbs to flash red if smoke is detected. Nest's co-founder Matt Rogers told the BBS that users would have control over which link-ups were allowed. The jawbone wristband, as one example, can let the thermostat know when the wearer is waking up and adjust the temperature accordingly. But one expert warned that hackers might try to exploit the facility. No doubt. You don't want to get woken up at 4 o'clock in the morning by a smoke alarm because of malicious activity, said Dr. Ian Brown from the Oxford Internet Institute, and I agree with him. Google, in general, is very good at internet as far as internet security goes, but it will be very interesting to see how long it might be before the first vulnerabilities are found in these systems.
I'll say, look, all I have to say is remember the smart bidet.
There was a smart bidet?
There was a smart bidet controlled by mobile smartphones, and they were exploited. No, not so well.
No.
Not so well.
Hoy.
Great for college dorm gags and things like that. For sure.
Lots of room ceilings there. Bob, the first robotic security guard in the UK, is the latest recruit employed by the world's largest security company.
He's the one on the right.
G4S. Oh, yes, Bob. Yeah, wow. To help secure its headquarters in
Glasgow? Oh, Gloucestershire.
Gloucestershire sauce. When the metal miner spots something out of place, he stores the information on his internal hard drive and quickly reports it to his human counterparts. The autonomous android can even speak to his colleagues, ask for help when he gets stuck, and plug himself into charge when his battery runs low. The Blue Machine is part of a 7.2 million, which is 7.2 million pounds, which is $12.2 million, robot pilot project by the University of Birmingham to get robots in offices around the world. Bob is not about replacing our security officers. The security officers are at the point of use, said G4S spokesman Stuart Angle. They are able to make incisive, very, very quick decisions about changes in the environment. Bob is a complementary activity that can do guard tours over a period of time overnight or during the day, but also can pick up on some low-level activities that the guard doesn't necessarily need to be involved in.
Every mall needs one of these.
Can he deliver drinks?
Poor mall cops.
He would be an excellent co-worker for me.
Yeah?
I could just put like a rum and coke on him and he can zip on
his
over.
head? Oh.
I like it.
Cool.
Okay. That is the new... Oh, get the full story. It's not just all.
Okay.
Get the full stories at category5.tv/newsroom. The category5.tv newsroom is researched by Roy W. Nash with contributions by Tennessee Frank and our community of viewers. If you have a news story you think is worthy of on-air mention, email newsroom@category5.tv. For the category5.tv newsroom, I'm Sasha Dermatis.
Tonight's show is brought to you in part by Beltone. Learn why Beltone is the choice of millions when it comes to fantastic hearing care. Check out Beltone First, a revolutionary made-for-iPhone hearing aid. Visit Beltone.com or for a free trial, call 1-800-BELTONE now. This is Category 5 Technology TV. I'm your host, Robbie Ferguson.
I am Sasha Dermatis.
Do you think we're going to be able to key this?
I hope
this
so.
This is crazy.
Oh.
Okay, so I'm going to show you what it looks like in Telestream Wirecast. This is the tube tape video Chromakey kit. Now, we are in a very, very tight space. Mm-hmm. As you can see, we just don't have a lot of space here at Category 5 TV in Studio C. Now, in Studio D, we're going to have a lot more room. We can set it up. We can iron it, jot, all that kind of stuff that needs to be done. Go to cat5.tv/green and you'll be able to check out some of the great deals that are going on, and you'll see some of the sales as well. You're going to get this for at least a couple $100 off right now. This is the entire kit, so nothing else is really needed. Mm-hmm. You're good to go. You got the whole
you have
thing.
lights. You got
the lights. You got the drape. Everything that we unpacked today. The stands, all that stuff. And they'll even throw in some software to get you started and some
This would be a fabulous way of making everybody on Facebook jealous always.
Because you can do some really cool things.
Act like you're on vacation like every other week.
Wouldn't that be evil? Just get Google Images and make it look really cool.
Oh, that is a great idea.
Okay, let's jump over to Telestream Wirecast Pro. You'll get this at cat5.tv/Wirecast. And you'll see that there are about 1,000 of Sasha and I. And those that's our shot editor. Now, we're going to create our first Chromakey shot. So, we're going to use this camera here. Okay, because that camera looks like it's probably going to have, the best framing because we don't see the light in there quite as much.
Okay.
So, I'm going to create a new shot. I'm going to go, I'll show you a trick. How about that? I'm going to go new video shot, and I'm going to add my video camera, which is the Logitech HD Pro Webcam C920. So there we go. We've got a new shot. If I open that shot, see, it looks like that. I'm going to turn off respect aspect ratio, and that's going to fix the fact that it doesn't quite fill the frame. Then, actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to show you the trick. I'm going to delete that. This is going to blow your mind. Okay. Now I've got an empty shot, right? Well, what good is it? It's an absolutely empty shot. Now open it. Whoa.
Oh.
You get this new dialog because it says, hey, there's nothing there. Let's use the template chooser and choose a virtual set. So let's grab a virtual set here for Category 5. There we go. Now we have the setup for a virtual set. I'm going to now, again, I'm going to add my video camera. There we are. Okay. And I'm going to move it down so it falls behind the set.
Oh.
but in front of that part.
Did you see how big I was there?
Whoa! Dun, 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 on the big screen at the back. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right. So now hold my Alt key and I can resize that screen. I can actually put us at the desk. But let's say we want to... Okay, that looks pretty good. I'm going to actually put us at that desk because that's a way cooler desk than our real desk. Okay? So I'm positioning it there about where the A placeholder is. I can remove that placeholder. I don't need it anymore.
There we are.
Okay. On my shot, I'm going to bring everything up. I'm going to make everything bigger because I want you to be able to see this really, really well. I'm going to make the desk bigger. There we go. Let's bring up our virtual desk. There we are at our virtual desk. Set your proportions so that they look realistic. You want it to be as realistic as possible. And you got to watch that, my hand doesn't exit the screen here, right? So this is Telestream Wirecast Pro, and this includes all these virtual sets free of charge. They're included in here. So with this shot now, let's bring up the background. Again, hold in your Alt key, and you can resize things, you can reposition, and all that kind of stuff. Now there's a window back there, so of course, being that our show takes place in outer space, let's place a view of space behind us. Okay, so I've done that just by creating a starscape layer and then placing the star scene behind us. Okay, so now the moment of truth. I know we're not going to get a good key, but here's how you do it live in Telestream Wirecast. How amazing is this? I'm going to click on this little man-looking guy here and turn on Use Chromakey. Whoa.
Okay. That is incredible.
So now I'm going to pick a color with the mouse, and I'm going to click, 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 and try to get the best key possible. I'm not going to get one here, guaranteed, because of our current...
I have no audio now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, one of us has no audio.
Oh, I'm sorry, folks. That's my mistake. Okay, well, I'm showing you that we can adjust Telestream Wirecast, so I'm glad you got to see that. I'm showing you that we can adjust Telestream Wirecast's chroma key settings. And hopefully you weren't without audio there for too long. So what we're able to do, I've turned off one of the lights. Sasha and I determined that the light is just too harsh, and so it's causing too many problems in our current studio setup. And I can't quite get a good key here. What's up, Sasha?
Evidently there's still no sound on me.
On you?
Yeah.
Say something.
Something.
Give me a sound check, though.
Check, check. Check, 1, 2.
Good sound check.
Okay.
I've got sound on you.
Okay.
You guys can hear her? Yeah? Okay.
I don't know. Okay. Sorry.
So we determined to turn off the one light just because of our studio setup here is really bad. But I was saying that with Telestream Wirecast, it is so good at providing a live chroma key keying effect and being able to create these virtual studio sets. And it does such an exceptional job. I'm having trouble because of our setup here but you can see how in real time, I mean, there's no lag here or anything. We're able to adjust the settings, and I can really get a fairly good key, even considering how poor the setup is here as far as Chromakey goes. Now, I'm going to add, here's what happened with my microphone. I forgot to add an audio shot. So now I've just added a shot with my microphone. Now when I switch, you're going to be able to hear me. So
that was it.
Yeah, there we go. Okay, so you can see we're getting a little bit closer there. Obviously, typically you would not be adjusting your chroma key on the fly live. Now this is how bad our studio looks right now as far as the lighting goes, but it's actually keying reasonably considering how bad the studio is. Okay, so I've put a space scene behind us. With some tweaking off the air, I would be able to make that absolutely perfect. We'd probably move these lights back, and the scenario is simply that we're in such a small confined space that we've got too much light on this side and too little light on this side, and so it's absorbing some of my shirt and stuff like that.
It is amazing though. Like,
you
that is incredible right out of the box.
It's happening right live. I can make these adjustments.
Oh, wow.
So close.
So almost perfect.
So, of course, people who know how to do chroma key are saying, oh, what are they doing? They've got bad lighting right now. They've got these lights way too close. I'm off the set. See what happens, though, when your lights are too close? I've got that kind of an effect going. Can you turn off the light behind you, Sasha?
Yeah.
Just with the switch?
I have
just to use our regular
great
studio lights and see
question
what...
from Tennessee Frank.
Would love to hear it.
Can you paint the wall behind you green and have the same effect?
Yeah, you can. If you go to cat5.tv/green, okay, so that is cat5.tv/green, you'll actually see that there is a can of chroma key paint that you can purchase. Now, the paint is a little bit expensive in that it costs about $50 a can, but you get a gallon, and it's going to do probably about 4 coats on a good-sized wall, so you're not going to have any trouble there. And so it ends up being quite a good deal and fairly cheap comparatively to, you know, buying loads and loads of lights and things. You're still going to have to light it well, better than we're doing tonight, and you're still going to have to do all that. The lights that come with this kit are good. They're very good, as a matter of fact, and you could see the bulbs and you could see the diffusion and the soft boxes. So our problem is not with the kit itself. Our problem is the limited space. And if you can see, it's so tightly packed in here. I'm touching the drape right behind me. That shouldn't be. It should be 4 feet behind me, technically. Okay. So let's really, really quickly bring this up. Let's see if I can get it a little bit clearer. This is Telestream Wirecast. I'm not sure how much I lost on my mic there. Wirecast is available for you at cat5.tv/Wirecast.
That is pretty close.
I'm close. You can still see through my shirt. Now, I've got a blue shirt on, and it might be reflecting a bit of the green. I do have a t-shirt underneath, though, so I can change really
better.
Easily.
That's much better.
I can still see through your shirt a little bit. But you can see now I'm getting a fairly good key. So if I were to sit at this virtual desk, and I can tweak my virtual desk, right? So I feel like I'm a little bit too large for the scene where our torsos are too big. So I'm going to actually make it a little more realistic and drop us in behind the desk kind of more like that. And now here we are in our Chroma Key studio set. So not a perfect demonstration because of our tight space, but I think you get the idea that, okay, cat5.tv/green, go there, get yourself a kit, visit cat5.tv/Wirecast, and you'll get Wirecast. And we are live, if you're watching this on demand, and everything that we're doing here is happening live in real time. We're interactive with the chat room. Everything that could go wrong is going to go wrong here.
Exactly.
So this is what it is.
And we made it through.
And you can see that even on, now we're on an i7 2600K processor, so our computer is not current by any means. We're using a webcam, and then I've got the other camera and everything set up, but this is the Logitech HD Pro webcam. So you see that it gets a pretty good picture as far as that goes, and we're actually able to key it fairly well, even under, now I've turned off the lights that came with the kit because they're too close. But everything looks pretty good, so hope you enjoyed that.
That was impressive.
Kind of cool. I'm looking forward to being able to do this and do it right. I mean, we're going to have, if you have that much space, you saw how wide the screen is, we can actually bring the set forward, have the screen way behind us, and do a really, really good key. And there's quite a bit of length here, too, that we can lay it down on the ground.
Just wait. The next time I am on, we will be on the Chromakey background.
Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
New Studio D.
This is Category 5 Technology TV, episode number 353. It's been so nice having you here. We're flat out of time, but it's been a lot of fun. Crazy. Can't believe we pulled it off in 1 hour. So, hope everybody has a great week. Sasha, always a pleasure having you here. Thanks for being here.
Great to be here. I'm super excited to see you next time at Studio D.
Don't miss it. Next Tuesday night. See ya.
We hope you enjoyed the show. Category 5 TV broadcasts live from Barrie, Ontario, Canada every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern. If you're watching this on demand or through cable TV, check out the local show times in your area at category5.tv and find out when you can watch live and interact in the community chat room. Category 5 is a production of Prodigy Digital Solutions and is licensed under Creative Commons Attribution 2.5 Canada. We'll see you next time. Thanks for tuning in.